Starry at 815-238-3005. Home Security Consultant LLC is the sponsor of the Wiseguyz Show, and he's out in Freeport, Illinois. You give him a call, you talk to him about how you're going to secure your home better, and Sean Starry will give you the best advice that anybody can. Real quick, I want to make a couple special announcements. The New Jersey Horror Con, Ryan Scott Weber, who's gotten so many people to get ready to Horror Con in September. So check out the New Jersey Horror Con on Facebook. Also, Bound by Debt trailer, Michelle Francesco's, that was a guest on our show, Bob Chizzulli, Paul Mormando, and Sam DeFury and the boys. Check them out. Their Bound by Debt trailer looks phenomenal. We posted it on our Facebook page. Go to Bound by Debt and look for him on Facebook, and you'll see the trailer looks like a really good movie. It's produced by Anna and Paul Mormando. And also, our friends on Mulberry Street, Oliva Dairy, the lovely Karen King and Tony Danza, the owners of Oliva Dairy, are friends of the Wiseguyz Show. We will be seeing Karen King soon in June, on June 21st.
June 21st.
June 21st, where the Wiseguyz will be alone in the studio, and you got to behave themselves.
Who's hosting? I'm in charge. They know I'm in charge.
We'll talk about that.
No,
but check out Oliva Dairy. It is the best and the oldest cheese store. As Chacha used to say, it's the oldest and the best cheese joint in America. It's located at 188 Grand Street in Little Italy, in the heart of Little Italy, on the corner of Grand Avenue and Mulberry Street. You'll go in there, you see Karen or you see Tony, and Tony, yes, he's the one from Who's the Boss, and the Tony Danza Show. They are partners in Oliva Dairy, so please check them out. We are back in studio with not only Alan, we're here with the wrestlers are back, and don't forget to mention the Heat Wave Friday, June 9th. In Wayne, PAL, 1 PAL Drive in Wayne, New Jersey. This is a big event. You want to check this out. Some of the wrestlers. Do you own the company? With it? Are you partners with Andrew?
Yes, me and Andrew are partners.
Yeah, I couldn't get the. Oh, and you want to mention your buddy here?
I am Jimbo Frapp.
Oh, is he? You're live on YouTube, so if you could mention it.
And Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Just put me under pressure here.
He's his driver. Alan's driver.
Yeah.
But
check
guys,
me out on Gangsters in Paradise group Facebook.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
He's a much better man than me.
Oh, and don't forget another thing: To Be a King, Volume 1.
There you go.
Gunner. Now I got Alan Gunner Lindbloom, and then I got
Gunner Allen?
Gunner Allen. Then I got Alan Gunner.
Well, my middle name's Gunner. I just swapped it out because it sounds cooler. Let's face it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a nickname?
No, that's my real name.
Oh, that's your nickname. Your real name.
That's my real middle name.
Gunner's your real name. Nickname.
No. You can't convince me, man. You can't convince me it's my nickname. It's my real name.
That's a good nickname, though.
Right, yeah, right. Well, I was born to be that guy.
Did they call you Gunner?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Even the old men, they like
Alan doesn't even exist.
They call me Laparo, which is funny because that means shotgun in Italian.
Oh.
So that's just a play on my name.
But no, please check them out tomorrow at Saturday and Sunday at the Jacob Javits Center. If you want to have an autographed book by Gunner Lindbloom, also Volume 1 and 2 will be there.
But well, no,
we're working on 2.
No, 2's released, but you know what I mean. You just can't bring so many books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
this looks like some book.
Let me tell you, you buy one, you're guaranteed you'll buy 2. If you read one, buy 2. I gotta set a shot. I'm gonna be splitting the booth with Larry Mazza. Anybody familiar with Larry Mazza?
Names.
Colombo family.
Oh, Larry Mazza's. It's a crazy story. He was Greg Scarpa's bodyguard driver. So he's got a new book out called.
Is that a Detroit thing?
No, jeez,
No.
Greg Scarpa. He's a Grim Reaper. He's a Colombo killer. He's a lunatic. He was.
His daughter was on Mob Wives or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Or married to a mobster is what his daughter was.
Married to a mobster.
Yeah,
Sorry.
But listen, but Larry's got a great book out, and it's called The Life, and you got a pretty compelling story. I don't want to get into it, but it's a good book, good story. And so, if you come to the Javits to meet me, you can meet him too, and he's a great guy. And he's like I said, that guy had his boss was they called him the Grim Reaper for a reason. I think he probably got 34.
Listen, I've watched so many stuff. I've met so many people.
Yeah.
Names, as I get older, I just forget.
Yeah.
I just forget, and I mean, it's crazy. But I mean, I was a fireman for 25 years in Newark, New Jersey, and I had a lot of friends that were in Northern State Prison, and I've seen faces that I knew, that I grew up with, hung out with, and I seen them again. I actually forgot their name. Even guys on the fire department, I see.
I'm the same.
For 25 years, I forget their name.
I'm totally the same.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, I'm totally the same.
Is that like Alzheimer's already kicking in?
No, some people like that. I'm not like that. I'm like that. I'm terrible. Yeah. Like these friends from my childhood. I'm like,
yeah, like
I hung around you, man.
You forget a name like Billy or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought it's just me, man. It's us.
No, yeah, it's
everybody.
It's got to be just us getting old and not seeing everybody like we used to. That's
right. Exactly. I was in prison for so long that sometimes I'd see somebody in my mind and be like, man, like, what's their name? That's just like my buddy, man. I hung around this kid, but it's been locked up so long. You're so detached from the world and reality.
No, but I get stuck with, like, we go out to dinner or somewhere, we meet, run into somebody, like, hey, this is it, this is my girlfriend Annette, and Annette, this, yeah, hey, how you been?
Right.
I forget his name.
That's the worst.
But, you're, out in the, so you're just fishing, you're not doing any, hunting?
I can't hunt.
Are you allowed to hunt?
No, I'm on
you
parole.
Can't get a hunting license?
I can't do nothing on parole. I can't even own a bow.
But once you're off parole, you can, right?
With a bow.
How much more you got to finish your parole?
I got about just over a year parole.
And well, that's not bad.
No. I mean, a 2-year parole.
They allowed you to come to Jersey.
I had to get permission. I had to go all the way up to the Lansing, the capital.
I know a lot of people on parole can leave the state.
Oh no, it wasn't easy.
Wait, what all those guys out there?
I did it well in advance. You know, he knows my parole agent knows what I got going here. He knows, so he's actually a big fan of mine. He thinks I'm the bomb thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's good. You know, I'm just glad that you're out of it and you found your other life. And you know, I guess when you're younger and you live in the city like I grew up in, or Newark, Detroit, all names of riot cities. And,
right.
You have Chicago, and it just, you grew up in a city, and I always tell everybody the city could always suck you in and grab you, and it'll even kill you.
If you let it.
If you let it.
Yeah.
And that goes for everything. That goes for crime. That goes for drugs. That goes. But the problem is you got to know when enough is enough.
Yeah.
And it's. I'm glad that you did, because I know a lot of people like you that I'm friends with. And one just got out recently. I'm not going to mention names. One just got out recently for murder. He was in for 25 years, and and he found God. And I'm glad to see him doing the right thing now. He's in a regular job. He's doing the right thing, And because there's another part of life and where you can enjoy every day.
Oh yeah, it gives you a special appreciation.
Going fishing is for you. I go hunting. That's why I brought it up.
I wish I could. I love hunting. Believe me, that's my thing. But I can't for the time being. But it gives you a special appreciation when you lose it for so long. Like, it's so much sweeter, man. Everything is so much brighter, so much cooler, so much sweeter. Yeah. My amazing wife, she's amazing. So that's my teammate. So, and she digs me. So it makes my life a lot easier to have my wingman.
Yeah, absolutely. That's nice. I'm very happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for all my friends that come out and
yeah. It breaks a lot of people. It can break a lot of people.
I did stupid things in my life, and so does everybody else. And there was a time that I had to say enough is enough, because I became a fireman. So it was either get your pension or risk other things. And I said, you know what? Let me just do what I got to do, the right thing. And that's what I did.
I think a lot of people have kids and everything like that. I have 5 godsons, really. Wow. So all of them born while I was in prison. So to give you, an idea of the type of character I am, that guys are naming me Godfather as a kid. I mean, they knew I wasn't going to come out and be a bad guy, go back to that life. So I have. They knew I had plans to do this and other big things, and I'm a good person. I'm a kind, loving, loyal as they come, friend in person. So
you'll enjoy life the way you're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not that guy anymore. I'm a writer. I don't want to be known as a criminal.
Do you have any upcoming ideas for something that we don't know about yet? You got any ideas for a future book that might be something?
I'll be releasing about a book a year for the next 10 years.
Oh.
And also, I have a pilot called The Syndicate that I think I'm going to be working on sometime next year about a crime family. But next year I'm releasing a book called The Snowman Chronicles, which, the way, if I could explain it, imagine Below meets Goodfellas.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a really good book. My fans are gonna love it. Everybody's gonna love it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
True, fictional, not.
Oh, it's fiction, but you know, but there's some characters in there that are kind
So you have an imagination. That's what it is. You have to have an
Yeah,
imagination.
that's the gift God gave me.
That's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? So
Nice. Good
So
for
you're
you.
gonna keep posting on the Wise Guy page.
I will. I promise I will.
Yes, always. Keep us updated. There's a lot of former Wise Guys that are members of the Wise Guy page.
I figured. I'm like, what better forum? And this is the place to be.
These guys here, they own the Big Apple, NWA Big Apple, a big event coming up. I saw Greg Valentine on this. He's still wrestling?
He's still wrestling, but he's not going to be here.
He's not being there?
No,
he
has
taking
another
it
event.
He's got to be pushing 60 now.
66.
He's still
He's
wrestling.
66 years old. He's still wrestling.
Yes.
Who's he wrestling?
I've seen him wrestle.
Ric Flair.
He can take the pound.
Look at that poster on it. Tell me that don't look like a nice wrestling setup.
But we have
Oh,
a
that's
commercial
beautiful.
coming up next week.
Couple months.
On USA Network,
me.
Pop TV, and
Stinsky,
UFC.
Jerry
So,
Saggs, and
it's a big
Nasty
event.
Boy.
UFC?
It's going to be on the UFC
the
channel.
Nasty
Oh,
Boy.
nice.
Yeah.
That's
Valentine
great.
down the bottom,
Real
right?
quick, while the guys are doing a little talking, I'm just going to mention a few upcoming
come, but-
events that we are
You got
confirmed.
booked in another show.
Back
so.
to the Future 2
We
reunion
did a
will
high
be
school
July
show
12th
back when
on
I
the
was,
Wise
like,
Guys show. We
12,
have
I
a
remember
lot of
him and,
them
Dr.
calling in.
David.
Harry Waters
He
Jr.
was
is
bounty hunter
almost
for a while.
guaranteed. Jeffrey
It's cool, man.
Weissman
It's exciting. doing
Ricky
this.
Dean Logan.
Ricky Dean
Oh, yeah.
Logan, all set for July 12th. We also have an Animal House reunion special on June 28th. That's going to be Mark Metcalf, who played Niedermeyer in Animal House. And we're also going to have Babs, who was Martha Smith. Babs, the actress was Martha Smith. That's also June 28th. We are waiting for a confirmation of Bowser from Sha-Na-Na. And next week, we mentioned we have Eddie Deason from Greece. Who else do we have?
We have Carmine. I don't know his last name offhand. And then we have also someone else. But you also have Max Gale.
We have Max Gale on the 28th from Barney Miller. Most people know him as Detective Wojciechowicz. He confirmed.
Yes.
He confirmed.
Delia Shepard.
Delia Shepard. will
July
be-
26th.
Yes, we're trying to get and we're waiting for full confirmation
Working on it.
Barbara Eden, who played Jeannie in the TV series. Barbara Eden is another big name guest, and we're doing a Jaws special with Carl Gottlieb.
guy who wrote the
He's
book.
the screenwriter for Jaws, and we also have Susan
Backline.
Backlund,
The first victim.
the first victim in Jaws. So,
That's June
we have-
14th.
Is it-
and that's
isn't that
June
amazing?
14th.
It's like-
We have a lineup that's out of this
I never
world.
get a word in on this
And
show.
what? Somebody, yeah.
No, go ahead. I lost,
talk.
I
I
lost
wanna
my
hear you
train of
talk.
thought.
I want to hear you talk.
You want to hear me talking?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got to say?
We were talking about Susan Backley, the first shark victim in Jaws. Isn't it amazing? It's 42 years later. She was in, what, not even 5-10 minutes of the film? And she's still famous.
Gunner, how long would he last in prison?
About 2.3 seconds.
We also have going on July 19th, Saturday Night Fever reunion.
Yes! That was my idea.
Yes, who
Go
is it?
ahead.
Joseph Cali. That was my
Joseph
idea.
Cali. No, but we also have.
John Travolta has not called me back.
No,
yet.
not him. I'm talking about the coach.
Oh, Chet Paolavecchio.
That's on July
You have to
26th.
remind him.
I
Annette,
will.
you got to keep us
Chet
confirmed.
Palavecchio, he is a coach for the Ravens, right?
No, he's not a coach for the
I
Ravens.
thought he was a coach for the Baltimore Ravens, special teams coach.
That's the Tennessee Titans. He's now the head.
All right, so what?
He's now the. So what?
Whatever. He's a
How,
coach.
Dak Prescott plays for the Giants, and so what? You know?
Well,
Right?
listen, I just, listen, I also want to do a shout out to A&D Photography, our photographer of the evening, Anthony Scala. Also check out his Royal Blue photo booth. Also, the life and death of John Gotti. Our buddy Dominic Mancino, he's out there in those videos on Facebook with John Travolta, and there's a few other guys in there. What was Pete Gaudio? He's in there. A lot of our boys who came in from New York on the show that did all kinds of movies.
I believe Artie Pascal.
Artie Pasquale. Is he in the guy?
I believe so. I think so.
Well, all right. Life and Death of John Gotti and Dominic. Keep posting those videos. It looks great. Also, National Crime Syndicate, Jacob Javits Center, June 3rd and 4th. Meet Alan Gunner Lindbloom and Larry Mazza. It's the largest book and publishing expo in the world. Hit the book and have him sign it to you. I'm telling you, Gunner is a great guy. He's got a lot to talk about. He's also got a clothing line.
Boom.
Our thing.
Our thing apparel.
Cosa Nostra in Italian.
There we
Or
go.
Sicilian, whichever you want to.
That's class.
And is this going to be the only book you have signing, or are you bringing them all?
Oh, what do you mean? At the show?
At the show.
I'm signing whoever buys a book.
No, I mean, but you're bringing all your books with you. You lay them out, and then they just come.
So we got a couple hundred books. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So check him out also.
Your signature is going to change
And
over the period of time.
get ready for our official Wiseguyz group band music, Graffiti Cannon. They're at the Public House on June 17th at 7:30. Reserve now. Call 908-879-6878. Chris Totaro and Rick Fabio and the boys will be playing. I'm telling you, they jam it out right. Also, the Newark Fire Department on June 4th. Not to take any away from Alan because Gunner, because it's a day thing. The book things at night. The fire department's 50th annual muster parade, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm telling you, it's vendors, demonstrations going on, fire prevention, food and drinks, trophies. Got to mention this stuff. I think we do the show here. Parades, music, pipes and drums, and they're honoring men who died in the line of duty. But that's really all I wanted to mention, just to get that out there, because you don't have a show if you don't have your sponsors and your.
Hey man, do you gotta pay the bills?
I got an idea.
So what? We got.
Go ahead, you interrupted me again.
You're actually really good at this, bro.
I'm trying to keep it going.
Ah, dude, you're good. You're good, man. Jeez,
Is Jumpin' Gennaro coming next week?
Yes.
Okay, because I think we should open, since we're having Eddie Dees in from Greece on the show. Jumpin' Gennaro should sing Frankie Valli, Grease is the word. That's how we open the show next week.
You want to do that?
I want to do that. Get him on the phone, tell him we're doing it.
Don't you play the harmonica?
No, I don't play the harmonica.
Don't you play the mandolin?
No, I have the brains of the show. I think of the ideas. Now you figure out how to get the harmonica.
All right. Well, we'll ask you. First of all, you got to ask Jumpin' Gennaro because
I'm sure he'll do it.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
Unless one of you guys want to do it.
Any
I'll be
websites?
here.
Any websites for the wrestling?
Yes.
Yes. Let us know. Come on.
And is
NWA, Big Apple.
It's NWA-BigApple.com.
No hyphen.
Also, you can find us on Facebook. We also on Instagram. Just type in NWA Big Apple and it'll pop up. Like I'm saying, come down to the event June 9th. It's for a good cause for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Proceeds is gonna help the kids out. We also have a commercial next week. Look out for the commercial on Raw and SmackDown USA Network. It'll be on Pop TV on Thursday, and it'll also be on the UFC channel on
Impact
Thursday.
Wrestling.
So it's a big event. Come down, have fun. A lot of family fun.
Now the NWA. Let me ask you.
He's gonna do that.
Yeah, there you go.
The NWA it's
Thank
still
you.
the same NWA from the past.
Yes.
It just
He just left here and was down south.
where did Big
over
Apple
here.
come from?
We made that.
Big Apple, that was a creation of Andrew Anderson and Sal here, the Zip. They got together and they thought about it, and now we just putting it all together. It's a lot of hard work.
When you hear Big Apple, you hear New York.
There's an NWA Gulf Coast down in Louisiana.
Oh, so you kind of separated the two to let you know.
And
the rest
there's a couple
are
of different NWAs that people own their franchise.
It still means National Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah, well,
right?
the difference.
All right.
It's one owner.
That's the NWA I remember.
Well, the difference with the NWA Big Apple is that we got exclusive rights to New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and now with Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, it's going to be a lot bigger than where it was before.
Oh, okay.
So I just gotta say that we're going to turn
But
around.
that's Andrew's buddy from the Smashing Pumpkins, right? Or is that the other guy?
Billy Corgan, the lead singer from the Smashing
Oh,
Pumpkins.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Can I? I'm allowed, right?
One question.
You might get body slammed, but go ahead.
Okay. You guys obviously know your wrestling.
Okay.
Can we talk about way back when, 30 years ago, before the Vince McMahons, how was wrestling divided? I know there was Jim Crockett Productions, and then there was AWA, the NWA, the WCW, the Turner Network, whatever. Give us the rundown.
A lot of them come and go.
Yeah, you know what? The wrestling back then was a lot better. Not too much theater going on and stuff, so it's more at the fly.
Right.
Basically, when you went out there and you saw it was actually wrestling. Now they changed it because they wanted to call it entertainers.
Yeah.
And we're pro wrestlers. We got to go out there. You take a beating. Your body takes a beating. It's just anybody can't do it. You know. So it's changed over the years, but like I said, the National Wrestling Alliance is actually old school, and they're going back to their roots. So we're looking for certain type of wrestlers, and that's what we're doing. We're focusing on wrestlers and wrestling instead of being more entertainment.
Theatrical.
You know, we're not
We're going
doing all
back
that
to the
stuff.
old school wrestling,
So
the way it used to be.
you may
Like Gorgeous
see-
George.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So you may see some
No
surprises
Bruno
there. That,
San Martino.
you may see
Bruno.
some surprises at the show that we don't want to advertise, but you have to come to the show to come find
There's
out.
gonna be a lot of
what's gonna happen.
surprises.
So basically,
You
wrestling is a sport, it's not entertainment, or you think it's both, sports and entertainment?
It's a little bit of both, you know, but it's a lot of things. It is a sport. They just wanted to, well, let's be honest. Someone did not want to pay taxes on the sports tax, you know.
Somebody. I wonder who that is.
So let's say
Never heard that before.
they wanted to change it now and call
Like
it
that someone
entertainment,
did.
you know. So I don't want to mention names.
I think I know who that somebody is.
So now we're considered entertainers, but really, in fact, with all the injuries I suffered throughout the years, you know, I'm not an entertainer. I'm a wrestler. So when you go out there, you're gonna see me wrestle. You're gonna see me go out there and hit somebody. I'm not gonna fake nothing because that's what they want me to do because they want me to be an entertainer. No, I'm here to wrestle. And if you're not prepared as a wrestler to come in the ring and wrestle with me, then you have a problem. You can just walk right out that door. Because if I'm going to slap you, I'm going to slap you.
So you're old school. You're an old school wrestler.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
I got taught by legends. I got
All
taught
about
by,
smacking
you know,
somebody.
I was mentored by Jimmy Superfly
Call it
Snuka. I got in the
Rest in
ring with
peace.
the
Rest in
Rest in peace. Absolutely.
Right.
I love that.
What?
Man.
That's entertainment.
You know, I was taught by this. You know, also about with the Wild Samoans, I trained with those guys. You know, the Af and the Sika,
Af
you
and
know,
Sika, yeah,
and those
wow.
guys. So I took that old school mentality and I just hold it today. You know, I try to pass it to the new guys, but hey, everybody wants to be an entertainer, but nobody wants to be a wrestler.
Now, I guess, and Freddie, I'm sure Freddie will concur. When we used to watch wrestling as a kid, kids growing up in the 80s, it was like, okay, Hulk Hogan's fighting the Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan's fighting the Macho Man. It was a wrestling match. Now, as the new millennium rolled around, you see The Rock, and then you got Triple H, and you got the storyline that Triple H is going to marry Stephanie McMahon, and this.
It's more like a
who's
movie. It's more like a movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's a movie behind the wrestling.
Yeah.
This ain't what we're doing.
Well, you know, we didn't have a script. You know, they got these guys writing scripts and stuff like we didn't have that back in the day.
I mean,
that's stuff that we did it on the fly right there in the ring.
Well, when we went to go see wrestling in Madison Square Garden or the Brendan Byrne Arena. It was a card. There were 9 matches. Okay, the first match is this for then main events Hulk Hogan versus Adrian Adonis for the title. Okay, now it's like now we have Monday Night Raw. Triple H has to come out. I am the game. I'm gonna call out the Rock. Then this one plays his music, and then this
You
one
ever
plays.
watched wrestling before?
I was saying, this guy's a fan.
And he interviewed George the Animal
You gotta
Steel.
come to the show. I think I'm gonna make you part of the show.
No, he interviewed George the Animal Steel. He interviewed George the Animal
I
Steel.
did George.
Hacksaw Jim
George just
Duggan.
died recently.
One of my
Yeah.
best matches that I had was actually with George Animal Steel. Not wrestling against him. Actually, he was one guy that raised my hand, and it was funny because I wrestled.
Was he the referee?
No, he was actually there doing commentating. I don't know why they use him commentating. He's always ripping the turnbuckles, but he was actually part of the show. He came in for commentary and doing a signing. But actually during the show, like I go to the back after my match, and they tell me I gotta go back out, and I'm like, are you crazy? Listen, I'm getting undressed. I'm already done. And it was like, no, you don't understand. You gotta go back out there. So I peeked through the curtains. Now George Animal Steel's in the middle of the ring, calling us out. Everybody's up on their feet. So I had no choice. Like, well, George is calling us out. We gotta go back out. I go back out, and the fans just went nuts for us. And he raised my hand. That's something I will always remember.
I interviewed him at a Bloomfield High School event in 2011. He died 6 years, well, obviously this past year, 6 years to the day, the weekend that I interviewed him.
That's why.
What did you do to him?
You counted those days?
Listen,
He put an ankle bracelet
I
and a
think,
time bomb on.
I think we should cut this interview because I'm thinking about my safety now.
He died 6 years to the day. He died the day I interviewed him.
Well,
You know, George was a professor.
So I
Very
guess I'm
intelligent.
counting my days and my
Was it
A lot of
time
people
now.
don't know
University
that.
of Michigan, I believe, right?
I don't know, but he was a professor.
There was
Very
a rumor,
smart man.
There was a rumor
Well, you
going
throw
around.
Michigan under the bus.
There was a rumor going around. There was a rumor going
Train's
around.
leaving. Make sure you're under it.
There was a rumor going around for many years that he was Elizabeth's father, which I told everybody that was BS.
No.
We
I
know.
don't
You
think
know
he
what?
was Elizabeth's father.
I don't know. In wrestling, there's a lot of rumors out there, so we don't know.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake are brothers.
Well, we want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. This is
Sorry,
going to
take
wrap up
over,
the show.
interrupt.
We want to thank Alan Gunner, Lindbloom for coming in tonight. Check them out at the Jacob Javits Center on Saturday and Sunday. And yeah, I'm closing. Also, we want to thank actress Tina Jeter for coming in. Tina Jeter, her North Housing Authority. You check her out at the Cityplex on June 7th. at 7 p.m. in Newark, New Jersey on 360 Springfield Avenue. We also want to thank Curly's grandson, Brad Server, aka Curly's grandson. Check him out also. Check out all our guests on our Facebook group page as they post all their events and everything that they're doing. We ask everybody to also want to thank Steve Joyner for making a lot of these connections with all the guests that get us on, that get them on the Wiseguyz show. And Levy Live, I spoke to Bob Levy, the Reverend. He said he's coming next week. He'll be on DDV Radio between 9 and 11 p.m. DDV Radio is the home of the Wiseguyz show, and Uncle Floyd, and also Levy Live and Steve Joyner's Curtain Call. I am Freddie the Fireman, your host tonight with Anton the Source, Jerry the Plumber, Pete the Chicken Man from Alcatraz, and the NWA. Check them out. Don't forget. Look at this. Look at this.
Come down to the show.
Friday, June 9th, Wayne PAL. NWA Big Apple presents Heat Wave. Check them out at the PAL in Wayne, New Jersey. And thank you guys. Thank you,
Thanks for having us.
Thank you,
Gunner.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Good job, guys.
This is the Wiseguyz Show on DDVRadio.com, DDV Radio on TuneIn, Armed Forces Radio Network,
don't hurt him out there.
Village Connection Radio, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, City World Radio Network, and check out the WiseguyzShow.com, Wiseguyz Show on Twitter. And next week, Eddie Deason, and check out our Facebook group page and join it. Send your friends over. This is the Wiseguyz Show. We'll see you next week.